May 8, 2026. The United States Pentagon did something it has refused to do for nearly 80 years. It opened the files. Over 160 classified documents, images, videos, and witness interviews. Every relevant federal agency contributing simultaneously. The Department of Defense, the FBI, NASA, the State Department, all of it now publicly available on a government website called Pursue. No security clearance required. You can go read it yourself right now. So what is actually inside? What did they find? What did they hide? And why did they hide it for 8 decades? In this video, you'll understand exactly what these files contain, what they prove, what they do not prove, and why the fact that they existed in secret may be more disturbing than anything written on the pages. The program behind this release has a name. Pursue, Presidential Unsealing and Reporting System for UAP Encounters. President Trump ordered it on February 19, 2026, directing the Department of Defense and every connected agency to identify and declassify all files related to unidentified anomalous phenomena. UAP is the official term now, replacing UFO because it covers more than just things flying in the sky. It includes objects underwater, objects that move between air and sea, and anything whose origin is genuinely unknown. The first batch of files spans from 1948 all the way to 2025. Inside are hundreds of pages of eyewitness testimony from military pilots, law enforcement officials, and NASA astronauts. Infrared videos showing objects that move at speeds and angles that do not match any known aircraft. Internal military memos that were classified for decades. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth stated it directly. These files, hidden behind classifications, have long fueled justified speculation, and it is time the American people see it for themselves. But the Pentagon also added a disclaimer that stopped people in their tracks. Many of these materials have not yet been analyzed for resolution of any anomalies. They released the files. They have not explained them. Here is where it gets specific. Among the released documents are transcripts and images from the Apollo 12 and Apollo 17 missions. Apollo 17 photographs show 3 distinct dots in a triangular formation in the lower left quadrant of the lunar sky. No explanation was filed at the time. That image was classified and is now declassified for the first time under this release. And then there is what astronaut Buzz Aldrin reported. Unusual lights during a mission. Noted. Filed. Classified. Hidden for decades. These are not accounts from random witnesses. These are NASA astronauts on active missions, reporting anomalies through official channels, and those reports were locked away. Separate from the space files, AARO, the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office established in 2022, released its fiscal year 2024 report covering May 1st, 2023 through June 1st, 2024. 757 UAP reports received in a single year. 118 were resolved to everyday explanations. Balloons, birds, drones, satellites. Another 174 were later also attributed to ordinary objects, but 21 cases remain flagged for further analysis because they involve flight behavior or proximity to sensitive sites that cannot be easily explained. And 444 cases sit in an active archive because there simply is not enough data to reach any conclusion at all. That means out of 757 reports in 1 year, the majority remain unresolved. Now the question these files themselves cannot answer. If everything in here is weather balloons and atmospheric tricks, why classify it since 1948? The government has been running investigation programs since the late 1940s. Project Sign in 1948, Project Grudge in 1949, then Project Blue Book from 1952 to 1969, which collected 12,618 UFO sightings. When Blue Book shut down, 701 of those sightings were still officially labeled unidentified. The Air Force concluded there was no indication of threat to national security, no evidence of technology beyond present-day science, and no evidence of extraterrestrial vehicles. That was 1969. But then from 2007 to 2012, the government quietly funded another program, ARTIP, the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program. $22 million over 5 years through the Defense Intelligence Agency. Initiated by Senator Harry Reid, the public did not know about AATIP until years after it ended. So after officially closing investigations in 1969 and telling the public there was nothing worth studying, the government secretly spent $22 million studying exactly the same thing. And now, in 2026, some of these newly released files still have heavy redaction, black bars covering entire sections in a transparency release. Pages they still will not show us even now. ARO Director John Koslowski has stated clearly that there is no evidence so far of extraterrestrial beings, activity, or technology. Skeptics and scientists point out that the released images are murky, low resolution, and often explainable as natural phenomena. Critics say the timing looks political, a distraction from other issues. All of that may be fair, but it does not answer the core question: why did the classification exist in the first place? Here is the honest breakdown. What these files do not prove: zero confirmed evidence of extraterrestrial life, no alien bodies, no recovered spacecraft, no communication with non-human intelligence. The Pentagon has been direct about this, and the documents support it. These are unexplained phenomena, not confirmed alien origin. What these files do prove: the US government has been systematically collecting and classifying genuinely unexplained aerial phenomena since at least 1948. That is 78 years of documented investigation. The witnesses include trained military pilots, NASA astronauts, and law enforcement officials. Not random civilians. Documented objects exhibit behavior that is physically inconsistent with any known human technology or identified foreign technology. No wings, no matching heat signatures, directional changes that violate understood aerodynamics. And the government knew something was significant enough to investigate internally for nearly 8 decades, while simultaneously telling the public there was nothing worth knowing. That does not prove aliens, but it proves something the government can no longer walk back. Here is where this lands after reading what was released. These files do not prove we are being visited by anything from beyond Earth, but they prove something that deserves serious attention. For nearly 80 years, across dozens of administrations, thousands of officials, and multiple generations, the most powerful government on the planet has been quietly and systematically documenting phenomena it genuinely cannot explain. 701 cases unresolved after Project Blue Book. 21 cases flagged as anomalous in the most recent annual report alone. 444 more sitting in an archive because there is not enough data to determine what they are. Objects witnessed by the most trained observers available. Classified. Studied internally. Never shared with the people whose taxes funded the investigation. Additional batches of files are promised on a rolling basis. This was only release 1. The real question was never, are we alone? The real question, the one these files now force into the open, is simpler and harder. If the most powerful military in human history has been collecting evidence of things it cannot explain for almost 80 years and still cannot explain them, what is the honest conclusion? We do not know. And for the first time in 8 decades, that answer is officially on the record. Somehow, that is more unsettling than anything they could have told us.